So here's a quick overview of a full, incremental, and a differential backup and the differences between each of them. I've got a server here that has never been backed up before. The very first backup is always going to be a full backup. And this could be done on a Monday, for example. Monday backup, first full backup, contains a copy of everything that I've determined that I want to back up, files, folders, or the entire VM, whatever it may be, the entire server. First backup will always be full. The next backup, which perhaps I've got scheduled for the Tuesday, is going to be an incremental. The incremental backup is all of the changes made since the last full backup on this server. This server has had new files added on the Tuesday, so the full backup will be checked against the incremental backup, and any files that have been added, any files that have been edited will then be backed up. It will not touch everything else because this first full backup is already got copies and is covering that component. The Wednesday backup will also be an incremental backup, which is only going to reference the changes from the last incremental backup, which references the changes or the first backup done in that first full backup. Similar, that pattern continues into Thursday. It'll reference the last incremental, which in our case is the Wednesday, which references the last incremental, which is the Tuesday, which references the first full, which is the Monday. Another full backup on that Monday. My next backup is now going to be an incremental backup again. It's only going to do the changes from this full. This full is now irrelevant to this backup. So this backup will not reference this full or any of the incrementals in that last week, because this new full has essentially started the counter again, right? So this next backup and every subsequent until the next full will be incrementals referencing the previous incremental, referencing the last full backup. A differential is slightly different. I've got my first full backup on that Monday. I'm now going to perform a differential backup. This is now going to be similar to an incremental in the sense that the differential will only back up the changes made since the last full, because the full already has got all those other files covered. My next differential will now only back up the changes made since the last full. Remember, in the incremental, it references the last incremental. The differential references the last full. So in reality, the changes made from the differential will only reference the changes made from the full. My next differential will not reference the changes made from the last differential on the Wednesday or the Tuesday, rather will reference the changes made from my full. Full backup is the first initial backup, and any subsequent full backups that are scheduled. The incremental will always reference the last full, and every further incremental will reference the last incremental until the first full, and that gets reset when the next full takes place. The differential references the last full backup and only backs up the changes made since the last full backup.